Hi everyone. In this session, we will discuss about memory based learning rule. Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed about error correction. Error correction learning rule we have discussed. Now in this session, we will discuss about the second learning rule, that is nothing but memory based learning rule. Memory based. The name itself, it is very clear that so we have to use the information stored in our brain. So the memory based learning is nothing but so all the previous experiences are stored in our brain. So whatever the experiences are, whatever the information we have stored in our brain, that we have to use. Okay, by using the past experience. Okay, we will use the past experience in the current situation or in the present situation. Suppose, see here, so xi comma xi di, okay, where I equal to 1 to n. So what is xi is nothing but the input vectors. So if I give this x1 as the input, so from the past experience we know that if x1 is the input, then d1 will be the expected output. If x10 is the input we are giving, then the expected output is d10. Okay, so like that we will have some prediction. So I will tell you the best example. The best example is, suppose nowadays currently now we are watching the IPL matches. Suppose if the match is between, suppose for example, if you consider today's match, today the match is between RCB and KKR. So by default we will expect that RCB will win the match. Okay, we will have some expectation, right? So RCB will win the match. Suppose if the match is between RCB and Chennai, CSK. So CSK will win the match. Like that, if the match is between India and Zimbabwe, India will win. If the match is between India and Bangladesh, India will win the match. If it is between Australia and India, most probably Australia may win the match. Like that, we will have some assumptions. Okay, so we will assume based upon the past experiences. Okay, so that is all about the memory based learning. Okay, so hope you have understood little bit. Okay, we will see that. The best example is binary pattern classification. Binary pattern classification. So here what the author is telling is, let us suppose there are two classes, E1 and E2. E1 and E2 are two different classes. Okay, so Di is nothing but, so the class E1 is represented with 0, whereas E2 is represented with 1. So the best example is, in a class there are two variety of students were there. Who are those? Boys and girls. Boys as one class, girls as another class. Let us suppose the class of girls class is represented with 0, boys class is represented with 1. That's what the example says. We have two classes, E1, E2. In our example, boys and girls. Okay, girls and boys. So the class E1 is represented with 0. Girls are represented with 0. The class boys class is represented with 1. So E2 is represented with 1. So suppose if we want to test a vector, whether that vector is representing to class E1 or class E2, in that situation what we will do is, we will use the neighborhood. Suppose if I want to know who is your neighbor in the class, so what you will tell? Who is your neighbor in the class? The person who sits beside you. You will tell his or her name. They are your neighbors. Who is your neighbors at home? The persons who lives beside you, the house beside you, or the persons who lives beside you. We can say call them as neighbors. So based upon the neighborhood, we will identify whether that is that test vector belongs to class E1 or class E2. For example, in our class we have two set of students were there. Boys students, girls students. So we have assumed girls as one class, boys as another class. Suppose you have a faculty. So the faculty is closer to girls or boys. How you will identify? If they move closely with boys, you can say that he is close with boys. If the faculty moves very close to girls, then we will say that he is closer to girls. Like that, we have to test the vector, whether that vector belongs to either class E1 or class E2. For that, no, we will have nearest neighborhood. We will go with the nearest neighborhood. That we will discuss. See, this is nearest neighborhood. Don't get confused. Just see the example. Nearest neighborhood. So in the example, we have represented zeros and ones. If you see, there are two classes. One is class 0 and the other is class 1. So zeros and ones we have. So now we have to find whether the x test belongs to which class. See, x test is here. So for your clear identification, we have given x test in yellow color. So here we have zeros and ones. So x test is closer to what? Closer to class 0. It is closer to 0. So x test is near to 0. So x test belongs to class 0. That's what the nearest neighborhood rule says. Yes or no? The person who sits beside you, who is your neighbor means, so the person who is sitting closer to you. So everybody is sitting closer to you only, but the person who sits very close to you, we can call him as your neighbor. At your home also. So your home is there. So immediately beside your home, no home is available. But if you ask your neighbor, so there might be a number of homes, out of which the home which is very closer to your house, that we call it as your neighbor at your home. So here we have zeros and ones. So if you see the x test vector, the x test vector is closer. X test is closer to 0. So we can say that x test belongs to class 0 here in this example. Okay. So similarly, we have KNN classifier, K nearest neighbor classifier, that you might have studied in your 3-2 data mining. Okay. So here K nearest neighbor is nothing but we will have a certain value for k. See here in this example we have set of zeros and ones, means class 0 and class 1. So we have assumed k as 3. Now we have to identify whether this x test belongs to class 0 or class 1. So since k equal to 3, what we have to do is we have to identify three close neighbors to x test. So if you see, so these are the 3, 0, 0, 1 are closer to x test. Okay. So now we say that, so these 3 are the closer ones to x test. So out of those 3, so 2 are zeros and 1 is 1. So thereby we can say that this x test belongs to class 0. Suppose if k equal to 5, then we will identify 5 neighbors, 5 nearest neighbors. Out of those 5, we will check the majority. If the majority are zeros, then we say that x test belongs to 0 class. Okay. If they are if they are closer to zeros, we say that it is the x test belongs to 0 class. If they are if the majority are ones, then we say that the x test belongs to 1. Okay. So this is k nearest neighbor classifier. So in this example, if k equal to 3, so 0, 0, 1, these are the 3 nearest neighbors. So out of those 3, 2 are zeros. That's why x test belongs to class 0. Okay. So with this, we will wind up our memory based learning. Okay. Thank you.